Okay, let me just see if my mic's on. It is. Okay. Hey guys, I might rename the channel to X What If, to X What Ifers. But if you guys want the channel to stay the same, the name, I will do that. But just quick update, if you guys want me to change it to X What Ifer, I will, because I kind of like the name. But anyway, okay, this What If is what Deku was. Glitchetrap. This started at the age of Deku when he was 5, when Inko gave Deku that hit one of his dad's old projects. He's working on this game called FNAF, but he never got the permission to release it, so he decided to give up on his dream and just go get a job supporting Inko and Deku. But Inko didn't know that the game is still in the beta, so Inko decided to give it to Deku and play around with it. At the age of 5, Deku was Inko. Dr. told Deku was quirkless, but that was not the time. But yeah, Dr. told Deku was quirkless. Broke his heart, but at least he had a VR game to cheer him up. And Deku's a genius. He just kept making more improvements to the game over and over again. He even surpassed his dad. And that's when Inko had to go for a trip. And Bakugo, being the bully he is, found Deku's VR headset, but not before Deku grabbed it from Bakugo, and Deku says, "Leave it alone, Kachan. This is all I have left my dad." Bakugo understood this, but he was still kind of an asshole. When Deku put the VR helmet on, the VR thing on, Bakugo grabbed some water, he splashed it onto the VR headset, killing Deku, but in the process, Bakugo gave Deku something. Ooh. How shall I say this? He transfers Deku's very consciousness and soul into the VR game. But because since it never was released, Deku had a copy in his room in case something ever happened to the game or Kachan destroyed it. So Deku made another copy of the game, which he was improving it still. The version that he had was the version that was not improved, because the version he had was getting more and more improved because he was working on that one and installing the old improvements onto that VR headset. And when Deku's consciousness fast travel went into the VR headset, as soon as it did, it detected damage, so it sent Deku's consciousness straight to Deku's computer. And that's when Deku woke up. He says, "Where am I? What is this place?" Deku's like, "Where am I?" And this being Deku's own VR thing, having to deal with his own animatronics creations, Deku's like, and that's when some of the animatronics arrive there and saying "Who are you?" Deku says, "Oh, I'm actually interacting with you guys." Fox is like, "Yeah, who are you?" Deku says, "Well, I'm your creator." Well, not actually. Fox is like, "Creator, dude, we live here, dude." Deku's like, "Really?" Because Deku has administration privileges. All you have to do is put in a password. But since Deku's glitched, when he put in the password, Deku glitched out into the real world and into existence. And Deku's been stuck in there for 11 years. If you're wondering, saying, why 11 years? Because that Baku would be 16 and then he would go to UA. Huh? Huh? I'm smart, okay? After Bakugo felt terribly guilty what he did, Mitsuki had to send Deku to the hospital. Deku was in a coma, but he died. Inko is so sad that she just decided to not be friends with Mitsuki anymore. She said, I should have never trusted you. Misifa is terrible, and she hates Bakugo a lot, but it wasn't Bakugo's fault. Well, technically it was, but he was just being a stupid kid. And Bakugo still blames himself, even to this very day. He has terrible guilt, and he sees himself as evil, but that kind of weighs him down, but that won't stop him from being a hero. Give me a minute, checking how much minutes this is. 5 minutes? Oh, Jesus, I'm going way too fast. Sorry, guys. Deku's like, and for those 11 years, Deku being stuck in that VR game, he interacted with every animatronic there. He's like saying like, well, do you guys know how to get out of here? Deku, and all of them like saying, no, we don't. Deku's like, there has to be a way out. Deku's like, oh, what about administration privileges? If on all of like the animatronics, like what? Deku types in the code, error. Deku says, damn it! He punches the typing screen, but it glitches. It gives Deku the like administrative privileges, but he can now glitch through objects. Now he can get to the real world, and now everything. Deku's like, what's happening? As Deku does this, Deku's like, since he's been in there for 11 years, he just sees how that electronics like kill a night guards, and Deku's like used to it. Getting killed by the animatronics sometimes and being brought back to life. They just do it for fun. And Deku's like, guys, that's not fun, that's scary. And as soon as Deku did that, after those 11 years, Deku finally was free. But Bakugo looked at his phone and he says, what is this? FNAF VR game. Bakugo's like, what? I thought this game was never been released. Of course, Inko didn't know the game was released. Inko thought someone must have broken into Izuku's room and, just I don't know, broke it. Like, broke in and stole the game and sold it. But each time, okay, everyone will vote in the comics. Vanny X, glitchetrap X, Deku X, Vanny, and yeah. Please comment down below. Deku's like, finally, I'm free. Deku's like, wait, what year is it? Deku looks like he's like in his room. Looks all dusty. Deku like sees his old computers. Deku's like, so, this thing must have been running on. Deku's like, huh. I'm surprised this thing's even running still. Deku turns to human form, but he takes off the mask. Deku's like, huh. Well, I might as well find a computer that can handle the software. Deku takes the extra game that he had and the animatronics like saying, what's happening? Because Deku's in the real world, they're like having no idea but moving around. Deku decides to take on a human appearance, but much more older. That looks nothing like Deku. Deku walking around. He finds a server. Deku's like, at least Deku finds a server. And he uploads the game. And the computer says, permission. Do you have permission to sell this? Deku glitches says, authorization, access. Welcome, new game. VR FNAF. Everyone looked at their phones, like saying, a new game is out. And all of them like start like playing it. And all of them like saying, whoa! What is this game? And one guy's like, I might as well play it. And the guy's like, Jesus Christ! Ugh. But Deku put more storylines. Each time they pass the night, they get a little bit of story. And also Deku also installed a bit of VR chat in there. I'm saying that because I want to, and all of them like, whoa, this game's VR. This game can go to VR chat. So everyone's having a great time of the game. Really popular. Deku like saying like, huh, everyone installed the game, but what's really happening is they're like playing different types of versions of my game. Deku laughing in the games like, and sometimes they can encounter some kind of glitch, and the glitch says, "I am the purple guy." And the guy's like, "What was that?" And they play through again, but they never saw that thing again. Like saying like, that must be some sort of glitch or something. But is that occasionally rare? And everyone's going crazy over this because Deku finally showed himself to a player while he was recording a YouTube video, and the guy got so scared that he like fell off his chair. And when the guy when he died in the VR game, the guy reloaded to see if that would happen again, but it never did. And the guy's like, "What?" But I thought this game was pre-built, and the guy and the and the guy that said, "Sorry for you inconvenience, player. There must have been a glitch somewhere in the system. Repairing it now." That's just Deku like saying that, but he doesn't want to repair it himself because he's a glitch. And of course, this is where Deku meets Vanny. Vanny's like really sad, pissed, and she got dumped again. And yeah, Deku's like older in the game because he can change his age, so he's like guessing how old he is. He's like guessing he's 18. Deku's like, huh. Back in my day, we didn't have all this fancy like electronics. Deku's laying in his head, and then Deku says, "New player has joined." And that's when Deku appeared to Vanny for the first time. She just decided to like, might as well start recording. My huge channel could use some videos views, but I doubt I could encounter a glitch. And the glitch said, "Hi there." She just like jumped back. But he's like, "Are you the glitch that everyone's talking about?" And the glitch says, "Yes, I am." And Vanny doesn't have a mic on. She's like, "How do you know what I'm saying?" Like, that's me to know, but you not to find out. Because Deku doesn't want to reveal himself yet. And Bakugo, when he heard the news that the game was released, Baku's furious, but he wanted to know who would release the game that, like, got Deku, that Deku was working on. Baku wanted to solve this. And of course, all the animatronics are loving it. They're having more interactions with humans that are actually getting jump scared. And Deku like told him like, "Hey guys, do you want me to like wire the headset so you can hear them like scream and stuff?" And like saying like, "Hell yeah!" And Deku said, "Also, if they talk talking trash, you can increase the difficulty." All of them like saying like, "Boy, we love you." Now Deku's like error in the servers. Deku says to Vanny, he's like, "Oh, looks like you survived. How lucky you," because she's playing FNAF 1 in VR, and Deku's like saying, "Well done." And Vanny's like saying like, she says like, "Yes!" And Deku like looks up, like, tells her like, "Oh, you survived. Bravo. I like you." Vanny turns around and she just sees him in the VR headset. She's like saying like, "How many times am I gonna encounter you?" Because the other day she uploaded that video of glitchetrap. The views skyrocket. He's like saying like, "Whoa, you actually met glitchetrap, and he actually said hi, and he understood you. How?" And the YouTuber said, "Dude," and like, "Lady, how did you find him?" She says, "I don't know. I just randomly was playing one day, and he just said hi to me, and he just disappeared." But again, the players they're like going nuts because she's streaming live, and Deck was like saying, "Man, you guys are streaming. You're streaming live right now, aren't you?" And everyone's like, "Wait, what?" And Deck is like, "Oh, silly. It's because I'm watching right now. Everyone look at the chat." Decky's at all the FNAF character says, "We are watching you." And Vanny's like, "What?" And her stream completely and Decky says, huh, so, so, you already finished your shift? Well, too bad, because now you're on night 3. And if you lose any progress on here, you restart all the way from the beginning. And Vanny's like, no! No, so here's some of the animatronics I've been coming up with. And she sees some of the animatronics that are from sister location, and the guys in the internet are like, what? He can do that? And she's like, come on. Almost 6 a.m. Almost 6 a.m. She's like, it took her like 5 hours to get all the animatronics. She's like, her battery's at 1% for her flashlight. She's like, come on, flashlight. And that's when she said oh no. And her flashlight ran out. Foxy got in for to jump scare, but that's when the 6 a.m. was like, ding, 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 ding. And then he's like, oh, thank God. Deck is like, there's more than luck. And he appeared forever after shit was done. She was writing out the birthday present, but Glitchtrap popped out and just said, "You are quite impressive, I'll say that. Might as well tell you this. I am known as a little glitch." And she's saying yeah, but what is your game? And he said, my name is Glitchetrap. And thank you for playing. And here's a bonus, since you managed to beat that on really insane difficulty. She's like, what? It was on insane difficulty? Dick's like, yep. I can also change that, so see ya. She's like, no, wait. Who are you really? And Glitchtrap vanishes. He glitches out, and the game returns to normal music, and then pops up and screams, sorry, there's been another glitch. Give us a minute to repair it. And Deku proceeds to fix most of the bugs fix the bugs that some of the animatronics are not the fun time animatronics. Deku just told them to go back to their game, and they said fine. And Deku said to them so guys, how you been doing? You're doing great. And also Deku said, hey guys, if you want to clone yourselves, you make copies of yourselves and just scare people like that, and saying oh, that's fun. So Deku gave them the abilities. No ability for copying clones, but whatever. Or from enjoying the time that they're having with Deku. As Deku gets in there, because when Vanny said the stream's over, all of them saying no, we need to know more information. And the guy that recorded Spring Chat was saying a bonus. Whoa, you must be really lucky if you got that game done. Vanny's she's getting more interested in this Glitchetrap guy. She began searching up someone that played the game before. And as she was searching up, and her computer she was typing it, but when she hit enter, it didn't. She kept entering it, it didn't search it. So then all of a sudden a hand appeared through her monitor. She she was saying what? And Glitchtrap makes his way to the real world, and he says, well, Well, well. It's kind of rude to know other people's business. Vanny's like, what? What are you? Is that your quirk? Jackie says, this isn't my quirk. I was dead before I was dead. I was quirkless, but when I died, I have this ability. Vanny's also quirkless, but she's a security guard. Vanny's like, oh, what? Jackie's like, yeah. Becky says, get up. She stood up, like, what are you gonna do to me? Dick says, nothing. Just don't search up my name. I really just want to keep my name anonymous. Vanny says, well, who are you, and what's your real name? Decky says, well, I'll tell you this. After you get back from your shift, you play a little game of mine. She says, a little game? Yes. And this game is new. She says, new? Yes. It's in its beta, and the animatronics in there are also in the beta. So, are you actually ready to play that game and get back? She says, bring it on! Dick is smiling well, however, if you fail the game, you'll be trapped in here with me forever. And that's when Dick could have his like, okay, this half is where he's turning to that. Elizabeth's scared that if she loses, she's stuck in the game with him forever. Elizabeth's like, that's a fair trade. I'll see you back when my shift's over. Oh, yeah, and she streamed a month ago, and it's February right now for where she is. Oh, well, actually it's already February in Japan, and she's saying wait, she doesn't live in Japan, she lives somewhere else, so silly me. And Dickie says, this is gonna be fun. Ooh, I can't wait to see her lose. Vanny gets back, Vanny's out of shift. Deku spying on her in the inside of her phone, and Deku's you don't think I don't see everything, do you? Vanny, it's up to there. Deku notices that he sees these animatronics are more advanced than his, and Deku's saying, huh, I bet these guys just stole some of my design blueprints. Deku, glitchetrap's she won't survive. It took, her shift ended at 5 hours, and she's just got home. She's pretty tired. She looked at the computer, and it said, the joy of creation. And she's saying, beta, only for you, if you can beat the game, Vanny. She's I want to sleep, but if I don't play this, I lose. The only chance I get to know who his real name is. Vanny starts playing it. She almost died a couple of times. I was huh. She's she beat Bonnie, she beat Freddy. She still must complete the whole entire game. And she meets Creation. And that's when she won the game, but she saw a little screen, leave my family alone. And the guy shows him his eyes. And yeah, that happens to enjoy the creation. And Deku says, well, I'm impressed. You managed to do that to my game. Quite, Vanny says, it's a sad ending. Deku says, I don't see what's sad about it. A father died sacrificing his making sure his wife and son could live. What's so sad about that? He's like, it's sad. And Deku's like, well, if you're saying it's sad, then you don't like my game? And he's like, yeah, I don't like your game. Deku said, well, you shouldn't have said that. So Deku just grabs Vanny's shoulder. He's like saying, what are you doing? Let me go. Deku said, well, you said you didn't like my game. So you're coming with me to the game world. She's like saying, no. Deku throws Vanny into the screen, sucking her to the game world, and she looks herself. She looks at her body. It's a furry bunny suit. She's like, I can't take this off. Deku appears right there and says, you can't take it off because it's your permanent form in here. Deku says, and Vanny says, what? How's that fair? Deku also, well, it's not fair, is it, huh? To have something that you cherish most stripped away from you, and your best friend killing you. Vanny's like, Deku's having flashbacks of Bakugo killing him. Vanny says, I never said anything about someone killing you. And Bishop's like, well, just forget about it. Vanny says, no, I want to know. Fine. Story is that Bakugo Katsuki killed me when I was 5. Vanny's like 5? That means... Vanny says, how long have you been stuck in here? Deku says, 11 years. Vanny says, 11 years? Deku says, yeah. But how have you not gone insane? Deku says, oh, I have gone insane many times. Vanny realizes that she doesn't feel or breathing or anything in here. And she doesn't even eat or sleep. And he's like, why haven't I not gotten the urge to eat? Deku says, how do you think it was for me? I was almost half driven insane not being able to eat anymore. Vanny's like, ooh. But Deku shows her something. Deku says, well, I've told you my story, so let's hear yours. Vanny doesn't want to talk first, but Deku says, I'll make you a deal, Vanny. If you tell me your story, I'll tell you my real name. And I'll give you some powers. Does that sound good? And he's like, yes, it is. Then he explains that her parents never liked her. And also she never had a quirk, so as soon as she was at the adult age, she got kicked out of her own home. She had to get a job as a security guard. And she said that she got dumped by many of her boyfriends because they said that she wasn't even pretty enough or just rich enough. Because her heart's pretty broken right now. Deku decides to change his form, and now he looks like normal Deku. Deku's he leans over to her and hugs her. And Deku says, shh, you're not alone in this, you know. I miss my mother so much. Even when I was quirkless, she still kept me. Because she loved me so much. Fanny just begins to cry. Deku says, if I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't care if you are pretty or rich. Vanny like begins to like cry. She hugs Deku. She's like crying. She's like saying like, he says, "Shh, let it all out." And Vanny stops hugging Deku. She says, "Thanks." Deku says, "You're welcome." Vanny says, "Now tell me your name." And Deku says, "Huh. Well, people used to call. Well, my nickname was Deku for being quirkless, but you can call me Izuku Midori, or Glitchetrap to be precise." And he's like, "Oh." And he's like, "Yeah. You know, since you showed me your secret, here's a pic. Here you go. You can transform into a suit whenever you want, and also you can also glitch out whenever you want." She's like saying, "Glitch out." Deku says, "Oh, just think about going back to the real world." She does. She's like saying, like, "Whoa." And Deku glitches out there. Is like, "See, told ya." And Vanny says, "Whoa, really?" "Yep." Vanny just hugs Deku and like she's like saying like, "Well, wanna be friends?" Like, he says, "Sure." Like a year goes by. Bakugo gets to you. When Bakugo gets into UA. I'm gonna say Deku like was, I don't know, was stuck there for 10 years, not 11, and that 1 year, that's when Bakugo went to go to like school, and that's when Vanny started having, for that 1 year, Vanny just started to have, you know what, no, not, never mind, 11 years still on the table, just Vanny had feelings for, Vanny having feelings for Deku after 3 months. 3 months, and she said, "Hey, Deku, or Glitchtrap?" Glitchtrap popped out of the screen, he's like saying, "Yeah? Could you be my boyfriend?" Deku's like, "Say what now? I can hear you." Vanny's like says, "Do I have to say everything myself?" Vanny like grabs Deku by the face while he's in the screen, and his human face, and Vanny kisses him in the face. He's like saying like, "Vanny, were you?" Deku's like, "Oh, you want to play that game, eh?" And bedtime sparring. I don't know, for no bedtime sparring for now. You guys already know bedtime sparring. Wink, wink. You know. Okay. Anyway, Deku said, "Okay, so you're my girlfriend now, I guess." But then he's like, "Yeah, you better take care of me." He says, "Oh, that actually could be pretty good for your followers." Then he's like, "What do you mean?" "Well, so I have a backstory. So you met the guy that made the game, but he and you know the guy who's the boyfriend." And she says, "Oh, that's a great idea. I'll start my actually live Twitch channel." And she says, "Hey guys, I just want to tell you something. You know the creator of FNAF VR, but his name is never mentioned." And like saying, "Yeah." And Deku's right there. Deku like waves his hands like, "Hello guys, I am the creator of VR, of FNAF/VR." And all the next saying, "Prove it." Deku says, "I'll tell you what. You know what, guys? I'm making the event. Whoever gets this, whoever manages to make this endoskeleton will probably receive a membership to see early accesses of the things I'm releasing." And Vanny is one of the members that I showed what kind of beta access I showed. So, yeah. All of them like in disbelief, but the new event popped. They're like, new event, get your ender skeleton and see new content. Like saying like, he is the creator. Everyone's like saying like, how? How do you know the guy? And he's like, well, I bumped into him when he was working on the game still, and we kind of fell in love. And they're saying like, wait, so your creator's like girlfriend, and you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend? And like saying what? God damn. And Deku says, man, and Deku says on the camera like, hey guys, if no one take her because she's mine. She says, uh, Afton, can you get off me? And Deku says, no, mine. Afton, can you just get off me? No, mine. All of them like saying, oh, that's cute. And all of them like freaking out. When Ichigo said, whoa, new content released? And it's the content where they get to choose the skins for the animatronics, like radioactive and all that. And like saying like, as soon as everyone completed the endoskeleton, they saw that you can equip skins for the FNAF characters. But it's for each skeleton they completed, they get a key to unlock them. And there'll be other skeletons to get, but the one that they gave him, the one that he gave him said, well guys, you only have one endoskeleton, so it's a key basically. What you have to do is click the endoskeleton and say which box, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are over 42 slots. So this key is a freebie. And each skin gives the animatronic a different kind of animation. And the FNAF kid was like, what? He said, hey, at least I'm making your job a bit less. And like saying like, oh, thank you. However, if you want to stick to originals, that's fine, but if you guys really like this content, please consider subscribing. And talk to y'all later. Yes, I'm literally about to fall asleep. My eyes are literally closing. I can't stop them. Oh god damn it! I just spoiled the only video that I wanted to show you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video here, so I'm sorry. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh wait, before I stop the video, does anyone want me to do what? Take out the Predator? I will do that if you guys want. However, I wish to show you the original. Oh, where's my original fucking? Oh god damn it! I lost a picture. Great. Oh, so okay. Who wants this picture? What if Deku wears Dream? And yes, the artist is right there who made this artwork. So visit them and visit their artwork. If you guys love my channel, I will do this. What if Deku's Dream? And yes, this is Scar. So yeah. So like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.